Hello again, peeps, and as just promised, this is a video of the cars I've had today from Darren's diecasts on eBay. I'm stunned at some of the things I've received. These aren't what I've had today, but these are the 240s coupe from the Classics line that I already had. These are all metal with the Blackwall Real Riders. That one with the copper is particularly interesting to me. No details, but the Spectraflame paint is just awesome. As you can see, that is mint. These were fresh out of the packet sort of thing. Does sort of like have a red and black stripe down the side of that one, but you can't really see it. There you go, see me today. Still see my black eye. So there are those two, but this is the one I've had today from Darren. Sort of like Spectraflame red, which is just brilliant, absolutely brilliant. So lucky to have those. The copper one's my favourite, and I was offered other colours, but I didn't really. When I bought these two, who I can't remember his name. I think his name was Dave. Who I bought those off, and I bought those off, but Darren sold me the Classic at a very reasonable price. You don't see them in this country anymore. They will never make these cars this well ever again for the price point. They are phenomenal. I don't regret buying them. I haven't got a lot of money at the moment, but just to see these cars is a privilege. Absolute privilege. They are without doubt the best cars I've ever seen for what they cost. Unbelievable. I'm so glad I took the time, given my disability maybe, to look into these cars and find out, because I was unaware how good these cars were until I looked into them. Now this isn't a Hot Wheels, this is a Matchbox. There's a particular favourite of mine. This is a El Camino. No suspension like the Hot Wheels, but nice wheels, lovely sweeping line to this one. You see lots of different versions of the El Camino, and this one is, see if I can get the actual year for you. Got the card here somewhere, it might not say on the card. There we go, 1970. So there you go, it's a 1971, which is important to somebody to have the absolute year. I just like the cars, but nice details at the front, or the indicators are even painted, and at the back. Really surprised how good that was, because I hadn't physically seen one on the internet, and nobody's explained how good it is. This sort of like pen line around the pinstripe around the tailgate there is just awesome. It really catches your eye and makes the difference. It's one of the best El Caminos. I have got a large scale one that's nice, but that's possibly the best. This one, I like Nissan Z. This is a Nissan Z car. The orange, it's a bit, wacky with the orange glass and the decals on it. I might take the decals off this one. I think that's going to be a job. It'll look a lot better if it was just blue. But what I bought this for is the wheels. Now that's a mainline car. You can see through those wheels. That is just killer. The wheels on that are brilliant. Why didn't they put those wheels on more cars? They can make them that cheap. Brilliant. I mean, you can make, they're not real riders, but you could make them, it could be done quite cheaply if they wanted to do it. But they're lovely wheels. They make that car. And once I take the decals off that'll be a lot better. Another Hot Wheels, and a few of you will recognise this one. This is a V-Double Brasilia. This is the best one I've ever seen. Sort of like a turquoise colour. Has got the details around the back and around the front, because there's no other details. These are the are they called the Diapet 5 spoke? I don't like these wheels. Those wheels might have to come off at some point, which is a bit of a shame because it's brand new, but I don't know, somewhere down the line it might come off. Oh, I do like that. I'd never noticed that before. It's got the fin detail, much like the square back and fastback, just there, like the VWs do. That's very nice. They've actually put that in the casting. That's a nice feature. And they've got the tailpipes there coming through. That's a nice feature as well. Nice car, but it's usually obliterated by all the decals they put over it, so you can't see it. So there you go. This one, now this is my favourite that's come today. The colour isn't the best, but it's still Spectre Flame. I love the Charger and the Challenger, as everybody knows. But what is special to me about this one is, it's a bit tight, so let's get it, there we go, is the opening hood. Wow, I'm just blown away by that car. Absolutely blown away. Yeah, it could be a nicer colour, it could be copper, it could be the blue, it could be the red, but I'm just lucky to even own one. Brilliant wheels, metal bases on these, plastic wheels. That is just killer. These have been pulled from the packets today. These has never seen the light of day before. Well, they've seen the light of day, but never been out of the packet. Lots of people haven't got the guts, but you don't really interact with a car the same unless it's out of the packet. You can't feel it. You can't feel the quality of the base. You can't feel the quality of the paint. You can't really see the detail up close. You're just sort of like getting half the car. And I think people deny themselves living, really, because they're worried about money. And you're thinking, enjoy the thing. Life's about living, not about how much money something's worth, or worrying about things. Enjoy it while you have it. You might not have it for very long, and if you've never had it out the packet, you just, well, it's their choice, but I just don't get it. Now this one, that was a 1970s Charger. Just get it right. For those who care, when is it? It was on the top there. 1969, tell a lie. Now this is another one that I was particularly happy to get, and these can go for silly money. This is a 1962 Chevy Bubble Top. Lovely. Slightly nicer colour on this one as opposed to the Dodge. Lovely line down the side and down the hood and down the trunk. Details at the back. You don't get many painting details on these, but you do get the metal base. Nice wheels. Lovely white interior. Same white interior on the Charger. One quality item, but I like the look of that one. I think they called it the Bull Top because of these, and it's got no central pillar there, which some people think it makes it look prettier. It'd be nice. I mean, I suppose it makes more of a difference in the country where you can have the windows open all the time. So in this country, it wouldn't make that much difference. If we lived in America or some hot country, it would make a difference. But what a beautiful car! It may look better without that stripe. I'm in two minds whether the stripe will come off. But I don't know with that one. I don't like to change for change's sake. This one is a Bel Air, and what a Bel Air it is. Now that's a nice colour. That blue is just astonishing. White interior, straight out of the blister. What's not to like? What is not to like about that car? Fantastic, absolutely fantastic. This one, oh, let's get the year of that one for you. That was the 57 Bel Air, and this is the Chevelle. No, Chevy Nova, 68 Nova. There you go. I like the colour on this one. I have got another one of this in blue, and it isn't a patch on this one. There's a slight blemish in the roof, but I'm not bothered about that. I'm not one of these ultra picky people. That's why I open these things. Just glad to have them, and as I say, I'm blown away by the quality of these things. These will never be done as good again. If you're going to get a car like this, it's an RLC car, and you're going to pay mega bucks for it. Not the I don't know, $2 or $3 that these cost. They might have even been $1. I don't know. I think they were a little bit more than that, and I think that's why they weren't that popular in America when they came out. Believe it or not, these were peg warmers, as they call them, because they didn't like the fact that they didn't have real riders. They didn't appreciate the quality of the paint, and they complained that the price was too high. In hindsight, they're highly collected now, but at the time apparently they weren't highly respected. They weren't seen as good value, but they didn't know what they had, which is often the case. Let's just check what year this Mustang is for you. 65, I had it right. Got lots of Mustangs, quite a few with opening parts, hoods, like this one. Quite a common, obviously Mustang's highly popular in America, so Hot Wheels have brought this out a lot. Oh, it says something outside the wheels. I wonder if you can read that. It's probably Goodyear, but I can't read it. So there you go, it's a nice feature. Sometimes it has, it doesn't, sometimes it doesn't. Again, I don't know if that white stripe will stay. I like the colour so much, I'd like to see the colour more, but would I hash it up? I don't know. I've got lots of Mustangs, so probably I'll have a go with that one. That'll look... Lots of people would disagree because it's the sports car and it's the stripe, but I like the colour so much, I want to see as much of it as I can. I don't want to see this white colour, I want to see that lovely copper colour underneath. It might destroy the value, but I don't care about value. This will be of exceptional interest to the Australian chap. I can't remember his name, I do apologise, but I will put your name in the comments. He really likes Commodores, and this one's a fresh out the blister. It's a racing one. I think I might have another one of these somewhere, but it's bashed up, and I mean really bashed up. Holden Commodore. Looks very much like a Vauxhall Commodore, so I don't know the full history of Holden, whether it had links to Commodore or thoughts to Vauxhall, which is GM, because GM owned Vauxhall in the UK, and obviously they had something to do with Holden as well, because that looks very much like a Vauxhall Commodore. I don't know, I'll have to, perhaps somebody else can tell me how it all links in. There's obviously a link there somewhere. But that's orange, which is great. The blue looks great against the orange. I mean, you see many of these. It's not a rare car, but you don't see it mint very often. So there you go. This one, particular favourite of mine, the Merc. What year is it? 56. Let's have a look. Make sure I get it right. Is it up there? And yeah, 49. Not 56. 49. 49. Exceptional detail. Oh, look at that, it's nice on the inside. They've actually painted the seats like a purple. Isn't that cool? You don't get that very often, to match the body colour. And it isn't the bottom showing through. They've painted the seats purple. Very interesting. Don't know, it'd be sacrilegious to many people, but I don't know if the flames are going to stay on that car. I don't know. That one I'm not sure about. Have done it. It's quite easy to do with these because the paint's so good. You can actually remove the decals without storing it in the paint. I wouldn't do it with this one because it's as it should be. This is a 57 Chevy, which needs no introduction. Lovely gold paint job, two-tone. They've even painted the headlights on that one. It's quite unusual. Oh yeah, and taillights as well. Why they've done it on those, not new? That's very unusual for a Classics. Why did they do it on that one? That is astonishing. Why? That's very rare. Perhaps some of the American collectors know why they did that. I don't know why they did that. It's the only one I've seen. Now, you're going to miss that usually when it's side on in the packet. You're not going to know it's got that detail. That is quite good. Oh, nearly forgot them. So there's all those which are absolutely astonishing. But there's also this 5-pack. Be very gentle with these so you push them up there. Now this 5-pack of the cold shinies, I believe. Let's open it up for you. How are we doing on battery? We've got a little bit left, okay. Unusual the way the packet opens, a bit awkward, but we'll get it open for you. Because it will be, I'll leave these in the packet because you see many of these. You never see them as the full packet like this. You often see them as singles. and I didn't know they came in a pack. And the singles, I can't get this out, there we go. The singles often go for, I don't know, £5–6 a piece. And that's in rough shape, because they have metal bases. I presume the bodies are plastic. Let's pop them out and have a look at them. Let's have a look at them mint. Does it say on the packet what they are? Oh, I'm going to have to get my magnifying glass out. No, it doesn't say what they are. Oh yeah, no, no, it doesn't say. It might say somewhere along the way, but I will get my magnifying glass so I can tell you what they are. Oh. Over there. What have I done with it? Oh, here we go. We've got it. We've got it. I didn't prepare these. I wrote a lot of the other names down, but I didn't prepare these. This one is a, oh, looks like a 1995 Chevy 1500, but it's quite hard to read. Could be right, but yeah, I think that the bodies on these, not sure if they're plastic. Probably are. I think they're plastic for the paint, to get the paint to adhere. There you go. Distorted view there. But there is one on the sale for eBay at this at the moment for £6, but I didn't pay much more than that for the set, which is phenomenal. Great deal from Darren. Look at that. That one is just, I have got a few of these. This is the bullet, yeah. Silver bullet. I've got a few silver bullets, like the silver bullet. But you see these and they're wrecked. Absolutely wrecked. I've never seen one this good. I've never seen a set shown anywhere. So lucky to have found this. I'll never. Now these I will keep, because you would never keep them that good, and if you didn't keep them in the packet, they're just going to get scratched. They're just going to, and they're so obvious because they're so shiny that they will. That's one you would keep in the packet. And if you don't, you're just asking for trouble. I have got this one, the 57. I didn't need to look at this one. I've got loads of those. 57 Chevy. And mine's, the wear on the roof is phenomenal from somebody picking it up. I mean, they've looked after it. It's in relatively good shape. But this is mint. This has never been opened. I opened it quite carefully, and just a few spots of glue. It hasn't been re-glued. This has never been opened. This is Mintola. Just phenomenal. Brand new. I'm privileged to handle such things. I count myself lucky. Owning them is secondary. Getting them out, having a look, and look at the craftsmanship and the ability of the people that made these is awe-inspiring to me. There we go. Other people might not see it, but there we are. That's how I feel about it. This one, what's this one? It doesn't say. Oh, sorry. I think this might be a stocker, but I can't remember offhand. They all got gold wheels. The bullet it's got a slight mark on the roof already. Oh, I think that's package rub. See it there? That might buff out, but I don't know if I'll bother. That's and so there you go. There's something about the package that it does, but it's been in there a long time. And if it hadn't have been in the package, it'd be a damn sight worse than that. But there you go. It might clean out that. I'm in two minds. If it was paint, I would do it no bother. But with it being this, I'm not sure. You could do more harm than good. Don't know. And the last one, this is a Trans Am, I think. This one. See if it says. There's Mattel Hot Wheels underneath. Oh, it's no, it's a Camaro. No, well, they look very similar. It's a Camaro. But that's. I actually bought one of these and it never came. And it amazes me how people can be so rude and not even reply to you. and then when eBay get involved, they just send your money back. No bother. It's a bit weird. They can't even be bothered to talk to you. I mean, again, I know there's people that say things don't come, but that isn't me. As you can see, they're absolutely mint. Small defect in the back there, like a bit of a dent. Got the fins. Wow, wow! I haven't seen it. I've only come today. This one's got a black painted base, but it is still metal. Wow, they are just awe-inspiring. Every time I take those out to look at them, I'm just gonna be, wow. I have to be very careful with them. Okay, I hope you enjoyed those, because I've never seen that set as mint as that and straight out the packet. So just slightly disappointed about the rub on that, but that can't be helped. I may have a go at that shortly. Alright, I hope you're taking care and looking after yourself where you are. Things are pretty difficult here in the UK. We've got really bad weather today. It's very slippy, and other places around the world are used to it, but we're not. When it happens here and we get a bit of snow, it's like the end of the world. So that's affecting us, and there's a bit of flooding locally as well. So things are challenging now. Although I don't have to go anywhere and I can't go out much, it's still challenging when I do. Alright, take care and look after yourselves. Bye.